Councilwoman Tavaleris, you have an item that you brought forward, and then I'll look to other colleagues that have reports this evening.
Thank you, and I know that they're speakers, Mayor. I guess we'll invite them to speak after my statement.
However you want to do it.
Okay, thank you. According to Forbes, one of the most powerful women in 2022 died unaware of her impact on the world. On September 13th, a 22-year-old named Mahsa Amini was arrested by Iran's morality police for improperly wearing a hijab, and according to her family and local media, severely beaten. She died 3 days later while still in police custody. After reports of this horrific incident emerged, protests erupted across Iran. They were led by women who tore off their hijabs, cut their hair, and adopted a rallying cry of "Women, Life, Freedom." This has now evolved into a revolutionary movement calling for a regime change, recognized throughout the world. Mahsa Amini is now a global symbol for freedom, and not just in Iran. Orange County is the home to the second largest Iranian population in the United States, and it is extremely important that our Iranian community and neighbors know that their elected officials are standing in support and solidarity with them. Therefore, I ask my colleagues to support the enclosed resolution to support the Iranian American community in Orange and Orange County in their quest for freedom for their relatives and friends in the country of Iran and the entire world. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We have a number of public comments listed. First up, and I'm going to apologize up front if I don't pronounce your name correctly. I'm doing the best I can with my experience. Hengame Abraham, and on deck is Mona, I believe it's Ghaffari. How'd I do so far? All right, 2 for 2.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. First of all, Kathy, I am grateful to you for putting this on the agenda. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because this is my 3rd city council meeting today. I was at one in Newport at 4 o'clock, one in Irvine at 5:30, and by grace of God, I made it here on time to speak on the item. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Hengame Abraham. I go by Henny. I have had the honor and privilege of living in this great nation of ours since I was 14 years old. I was born and raised in Iran. When I encountered the morality police at the age of 12, when I decided to shave my head in protest of wearing the mandatory hair covering that we call hijab, because at the age of 12, I knew what was wrong and what was right. I knew that nobody should tell me what to do with my body, and nobody should tell me that I'm less than anyone else just because I was a female. Well, I was stopped by morality police, and I was told, my aunt was told, who was with me, that if I didn't cover my hair, I would be jailed. That was 1998. I remember vividly that night, my parents, especially my mom, cried, telling my dad, since I'm an only child, that if they don't get me out of that country, I will not make it to my 20s. Well, the next year, God's grace smiled on them, and we won the green card lottery, and we came here in September of 2000. And now I get to stand in front of you as a free Iranian American woman who is the chair of the Iranian outreach for the Republican Party of Orange County, who is a mother to a 7-year-old and 3-year-old boy now, and married to a wonderful white man. Because in this country, we get to do what we love, we get to marry who we want, and we get to speak freely about the issues, especially when it comes to human injustice. Now, the reason why I brought up my title with the party is to let you know this is not a political issue. I know we have different political views on this dais, but this is not a political issue. This is a human rights issue. As of right now, they have killed over 72 children under the age of 17, the youngest being 7. His name was Kian, and his parents had to hide his body in their own home, borrowing ice from neighbors, because if the government found out that you were mourning your child, they would steal the body and they would not allow you to mourn. Now, to give you a little perspective, my culture, we mourn for 40 days after we lose someone. Now imagine not even being able to bury them. There are 18,000 prisoners currently awaiting execution in Iran, and they started executing them as of last week. We have lost 2 beautiful souls, a 23-year-old and a 22-year-old, and they're not going to stop. They're going after the future of Iran because they know that they are fed up. This is not a new revolution. This is 43 years in the making. I am begging you to support this resolution and be the 5th or 6th city in Orange County who would support the Iranian people, and we will promise to support you when time comes. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.